As three young people reached the outskirts for a day trip, they climbed a mountain to take a commemorative photo together. A photographer directed them for the shot. Move a bit to the right, a little more to the right. Then came a sound, not a camera click, but something David had stepped on. It was a landmine. Everyone thought it was a joke at first, but Lisa looked closer and realized it was an old mine, likely left from when trenches were dug in the area years ago. The photographer went to town for help, telling Jack and Lisa to hide behind a rock for safety. Without cell reception on the mountain, they needed to go down to get help. Jack initially pretended to be concerned for the others, but soon revealed his true intentions. He had planted the mine himself. Behind the rock, Jack confronted them. "What have you two been doing behind my back?" David was Jack's best friend, and Jack was Lisa's fiancé. The two had been having an affair they shouldn't have. Lisa begged, "We were wrong. This isn't the time to discuss it. Save him first, and I promise to live properly with you afterward." Jack explained the truth. He had known about David and Lisa's betrayal for some time. This was his punishment for David. Lisa desperately denied betraying Jack, but he no longer believed her. He didn't want her explanations anymore. His best friend and girlfriend had betrayed him, and he couldn't tolerate it. Jack walked behind a tree and pulled out a large shovel he had prepared in advance. He was thorough. He'd even brought digging tools for them. Lisa was nearly in tears with anxiety. Growing angrier by the moment, Jack crouched down and removed the mine's safety pin. The safety mechanism hadn't been fully disengaged before. Facing the two betrayers, he wanted revenge. Even as Lisa softened, hugging him and admitting her mistake, Jack spoke. "I treated you as my dearest friend and love, yet you did things to hurt me." He threw the safety pin into the woods. Despite Lisa's pleas, he refused to help, shouldering his backpack and walking away. Lisa stayed behind to help David. She frantically tried to figure out how to save him. Going down the mountain and back up would take a full 12 hours. An evening would bring wild animals. There was only one way to save him now. Dig a large hole beside him. Meanwhile, Jack met up with the photographer. They had been working together all along. The photographer had deliberately led David onto the mine. Lisa ran down the slope and found the discarded safety pin. She tried to reinsert it, carefully crouching down and using a knife to fashion a small metal rod. What she didn't know was that once removed, this type of mine's pin couldn't be replaced. Any slight change in David's weight would cause an explosion that would leave nothing of him. Now, the only solution was to dig a hole for David to jump into. This exciting movie comes from Death Mountain Land.